Yeah, welcome you all to EP2 on how to cut out Joggers Trouser. Yeah, join me on how I cut it. And you are welcome to AD Stitches. If you're watching this video for the very first time, welcome you to AD Stitches. Yeah, this is a channel where I lecture on do some tutorial on DIY, which is do it yourself. So this is just a basic start for an starter on how to cut out Joggers Trouser. If you watch the EP1, I guess you get to understand this EP2. This is the continuation. I actually drop a short clip on how to cut it out. So this is actually the long video. So come with me and how I cut it out. And if you're watching for the very first time, please kindly subscribe and hit the notification button. I'll be dropping some videos soon. So this is just the cutting out of Joggers Trouser for the front and back. So comment on I'll cut it out. So the side I actually just cut now is the side which is giving the trouser a little bit shape, like I explained in the first EP, from the knee to the feet, from the knee to the waist. So that's me cutting the band, the slanting side of it. If you don't get to understand some parts that you're finding this confusing, please kindly drop a comment. I will definitely give you a response. So that's me notching the waistband, and that's the flap. That's the flap, which is for the zip parts. Yeah. That's me cutting. You're cutting it all. Now, if you want to cut, you need to take your time and watch very well. And always be careful on how you're cutting your fabrics. So you don't cut, you don't have a shortage measurement. Yeah. Just keep cutting. And keep cutting. Keep cutting. Cutting it well. I think we'll still get to the parts of me sewing, so I'll show you on how I've joined each part together, both the pocket side and the sleeve. I mean, the pocket side, the band, and some necessary parts that you need to know about too. So you just step by step. Basically, just for the starter. Yeah, here goes. This is the back. Yeah, you've seen how I cut the front. So this is the back of the trouser, the back part of the trouser. So once you cut the front trouser, you place it on the fabrics on the other side, and you trim out those edges there, so you have a balance fabric to add the 2.5 inches for the back side. Yeah, I cut the city where I cut it out. So you think it's more explanatory to you now. And if you still find it so hard to understand, please just kindly comment, so I'll definitely know like okay, you didn't get some parts. So I'll re-explain myself. Yeah, this is me adding the 2.5 inches. I've added 2.5 inches around the trouser. Basically the a hand, this the tie. Like I explained in the previous video, like once you divide, the tie was 25, we divided it, we did it 12.5, so we didn't add any extra inches. This is where we actually add the extra inches, the 12.5 plus half inches, then the 2.5 of the sewing allowance. Basically that half inches there is just more of the weaving part where you weave the clothes, so you don't have a shortage measurement when you finally get to sew and start sewing the trouser. So I think you get together well. So that's the band. That's for the band. You know, the back side of the trouser. Every trouser the back side is always upper than the front side. Yeah, this is me adding two. Yeah, this is me adding the 2.5 inch there, and this is me retaking the measurement of the waist, which is 34 divided by 4, which is 8.5. So I can actually detect my 2.5 inches from there for the back side. So I have this slanting up there, like the 2.5 inches for the upper band for the back, and then calculating with the waist itself, which is 34 divided by 4, which is 8.5. We have to chalk that. Once you chalk the 8.5 there, then you take your 2.5 inch as the sewing allowance is there. So you connect that to the tie. You connect that to the tie. It should give you the proper shape. So I think it's still more explanatory there. And if you still don't get it, please just let me know. So I'll re-explain myself again in any video I'm making. So you have to just cut that out. And you need to be careful sometimes too. Once you're cutting, you have to just add a little allowances there too. If you're cutting out. So you get that to cut that out. I hope you get to understand more. At least this is just the basic for the starters, like the easiest one to just cut out before bombarding or going for a plain trouser. I'll still do some tutorial on the plain trouser cutting too, but I feel this is just the more easiest joggers for you to start with, or better still the rope one. I think we are advanced ahead of that rope one again. I don't know more using the rope. Stitch joggers, it's give you the best shape of your thigh and your knee down straight to the feet. You have this proper balance shape on you, so you just have to just cut it out. Just be careful on your fabrics too, and reconfirm. You check your measurement if it's intact. I should have retake the measurement again, but if you find it convincing, please just actually just go watch the EP one so you get to understand better. Or this back of this cutting is more of like you just cutting it out. You've done the measurements, the basic things already, so just for you to just cut it out. So I think it's fun. Don't cutting. I have you have to just chalk the front and back so you don't do any mistake on replacing the other side for the clothes. So you have this confusing part later on if you're sewing. And thanks for watching. Please, if you're watching for the first time, please kindly subscribe and hit the notification button. I'll be definitely dropping a video again soon. Thank you all. I think if you don't actually understand some parts, please kindly comment so I'll definitely re-explain myself again. Thank you.